Okay, so ready to dive into something kind of unexpectedly controversial.
Ooh, I love controversial. Hit me!
All right, get ready, because the internet is fired up about, wait for it, pouring juice.
Pouring, huh? Okay, I'm intrigued, but you're gonna have to elaborate. What's the source of the drama?
So picture this. We found this Reddit thread, right? Blew up over this seemingly harmless tip using a spoon to avoid spills.
A spoon! Really? People are getting worked up about a spoon.
Oh, absolutely. It's like team spoon versus team just pour faster. And let me tell you, they've got opinions, strong ones. Like one user, Zaya72, says, I'm going to punk out and take the easy road, embracing the spoon life.
What do you think? Is it all about playing it safe, even with something as simple as pouring?
I think you're onto something. It's about that feeling of control, right? Minimizing uncertainty, even in the smallest things. Like, yeah, I could just pour faster, but adding that spoon guarantees a clean pour. Some people would rather add an extra step than risk a sticky situation. Makes you wonder if they use a spoon to, like, dip their toes in a pool first, too, huh? But then there's team, just pour faster. All about confidence, baby. We've got Mechetuno saying, gotta commit. No hesitation there.
See, for them, it might be about trusting your skills, years of experience maybe, honing that perfect pour. They see the spoon as, I don't know, almost an insult to their pouring prowess. Like, please, I got this.
An insult. I
Yeah.
love that. Then there's this other comment that's just golden. The glass senses your fear and hesitation. Basically saying, doubt invites disaster. Telepathic drinkware, the real villain.
Okay, that one might be pushing it.
Just a smidge. But really, why such strong feelings about pouring juice? Is it really just about the juice, or is there something deeper going on?
Right. What starts as a simple question about pouring suddenly has us questioning the very nature of, well, everything. It's a blend of things, I think. How much risk we're willing to take, how skilled we are, even how different generations approach everyday things. Like, maybe your grandma always used to spoon, so you do too. It's fascinating. You can tell a lot about someone by how they pour their juice.
Oh, really? Tell me more. I'm all ears.
Think about it. The fast pourers, they're probably go-getters, right? Trust their gut, trust their skills.
And Team Spoon? A little more cautious, maybe?
Exactly. Detail-oriented, likes a predictable outcome. It's like a little window into how people solve problems.
So true. But this thread wasn't all just funny comments. Some people got serious about the science of pouring.
Oh, yeah. Surface tension, the Kawanda effect. Gotta love when a deep dive gets a little physicsy.
Okay, but be honest. Did you actually know about this stuff before diving into this thread? Because surface tension, it's been a minute since high school physics.
All right, maybe I had to brush up a little, but think of it like this. Imagine a water droplet on a spider web. Stays together because of those water molecules, right? Sticking to each other. That surface tension, it's like the liquid has a super thin skin.
And that's what makes it want to cling to the edge of the glass.
Bingo. Slower you pour, more time those sticky little molecules have to grab on, hence the dreaded dribble. And this is cool, the shape of the glass matters too. Remember those comments about rounded edges versus sharp?
Yeah, some people were very passionate about that.
Well, there's a reason. Sharper edge means less surface area for the liquid to hang on to, smoother pour. It's like how water flows off a sharp knife easier.
Okay, that makes sense. Never thought about it like that, but it's so true.
Right. And here's where it gets wild. This whole surface tension thing, it's not just about juice. It's how airplanes fly.
Whoa, wait, what? Seriously, you're telling me the juice conversation is about to explain aerodynamics?
I'm serious. It's called the Kawanda effect. Fluids like to follow curved surfaces, so the air flowing over that curved airplane wing creates a pressure difference. Boom, lift.
My mind is officially blown. Pouring juice, airplane wings, it's all connected, man.
Right, and think about it, the Kawanda effect, it's everywhere. Those fancy espresso machines that make latte art, even like industrial stuff. Understanding the basics can unlock so much.
It's incredible what you learn from a random Reddit thread. Speaking of learning, can we talk about the other stuff this thread uncovered? Because, wow, things took a turn.
Oh yeah, from the science of pouring to, well, some other stuff. The internet is a weird and wonderful place.
Weird is an understatement.
Mm-hmm.
We had people arguing about the best way to pour a tiny bit of liquid, which, by the way, bakers, super relevant to you all. But then there's the poop knife.
The what now? Okay, you got to fill me in on this poop knife situation.
So picture this. Someone casually asks, where do you keep your poop knife?
Yeah.
And the internet explodes.
People are keeping knives specifically for bathroom purposes?
Not knives, thankfully, but you get the idea. It became this whole thing about dealing with, shall we say, plumbing challenges. I couldn't make this stuff up if I tried.
It's amazing, right? The internet takes something so mundane, so, well, specific, and turns it into a joke.
It's like a collective sense of humor, you know? We're all just laughing together at the absurdity of it all. But it also shows how these shared experiences, even weird ones, bring people together.
Exactly. Behind those usernames are real people. We all have our quirks, our stories, even if they involve hypothetical bathroom tools. And sometimes sharing those stories, even as jokes, it creates this sense of community.
A community bonded by juice pouring, apparently. Who knew? So from juice to airplanes to, well, poop knives, never a dull moment on a deep dive.
That's the beauty of it, right? You start with something ordinary, like, oh, pouring a drink, and suddenly you're down this rabbit hole of physics, psychology, internet humor, the whole shebang.
It's like holding up a magnifying glass to everyday life.
Yeah.
Suddenly you realize, wow, even the simplest things are surprisingly complex, surprisingly connected.
It's all about finding the extraordinary in the mundane.
So true. As we wrap things up here, any final thoughts for our listeners? What should they take away from all this?
Never stop being curious. I mean, this whole thing started with someone wondering, am I pouring juice wrong? It's a reminder to question everything, be open to new ideas, and just roll with the weirdness of the internet.
Love that. Next time you're doing something, anything really, take a second. Question those assumptions. Maybe there's a better way, a different perspective. You never know what you might discover.
And hey, if all else fails, use a spoon. Can't go wrong with a good spoon.
Words to live by. Thanks for joining us for this wild ride of a deep dive. Until next time, happy pouring, everyone.